All right, I think we're pretty much got what we need. I also just went ahead and made the energetic infuser. Energetic. Okay, so we got the obsidian rod, and I think that's how this works. No. What do we need here? We need an infused obsidian rod. Oh, so we actually have to make the redstone version. So let's get the infused flux infused crystals. Pull 2 of those in, and then we can go ahead and make them. I guess it's just like kind of capping one gem and then capping it with another gem, which seems rather ostentatious for a weapon, but you know, technology. Maybe there's a good reason. I don't know what it could possibly be, but you know, here we are we're outside of our element. It's fine. Okay, so toss this here. Toss this here, and this very fancy Gellid Enderium. And we get a Gellid Enderium sword. All right. So this should have... Oh, no, it has no charge in it. So here we are, an extremely powerful sword. This sword actually does quite a bit more attack damage than it says on the tin. Let's go ahead and charge it up. This is going to take a while, actually, because this thing has such beastly charge potential. But this should be enough at the moment. You can see it's plus 15 attack damage. So actually, outside of Tinker's Construct, probably the strongest single sword that you can make in the mod pack. Tinker's Construct stuff can go higher, and of course has funny things. But you know, let's go over here and get started on the next step. What we'd like to do is give this sword a fair amount of damage. Of course, we definitely want looting. One of the entire purposes of this is to give it looting, to give it vampirism, to give it sharpness, and to give it knockback. So all these things and more. This is going to be one heck of a sword. And it doesn't have to be a rapier. So there we go. This should take quite a lot of stuff. We're going to tap both wands, but that's fine. That's why we have them. Let's just let the process go through as it always does for us. And there we have it. We have a sword. It's enchanted. It's really, really enchanted. And it's also, it's capable of blocking, which is nice and that rapiers can't do. They do that really lousy backwards hop that's only good very, very early on. So potentially a good sword. We could do slightly better, I think, if we went really full Tinker's Construct, but I've done that before, so boring. We're not going to do it that way. We're going to let this thing charge for a while and pretty much deplete every battery I have. You can see that my system is struggling to accommodate this fact. Lying's system is otherwise doing quite well, and hey, that's right. We have a node in a jar. It's actually bright now. Wow. Okay, that's super cool. We'll have to, I think maybe pretty soon we'll go ahead and fire up the next engine. I'll have to make the dynamo. But the next thing we want to do is see about maybe, is Lying on? Maybe I can, I'll have to talk to him or maybe go and steal it from him. Let me see if he can help me out, because he has something I need. I'll be right back. Well, I guess he's not around. I can't raise him, so I guess we're just going to go over to his base and maybe see if we can steal it. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. What?
Ah, there you are.
I've been trying to reach you. Why didn't you respond? Yes, why didn't you respond?
Oh. That's strange. I must have been busy.
I trust everything's going well at your well.
Oh, yes. Well, wellity, well. Well.
Oh.
Good.
Are you all right? You seem a little discombobulated.
I'm fine. Perfectly fine. So what were you trying to contact me about exactly?
Yes. Well, I'm going to break this lightning affinity, lightning's hold over me today, before I go and face a worthy foe. I don't want to have any.
You make such a lovely lightning rod.
I agree, and it's served me well, but I'm moving onward and upwards. That Strife fellow, I don't know if you've met him yet, but he inspired me to go on to greater and brighter things with his complete remake of his genetic code to suit his business needs. I found that impressive.
Well, it's not quite magic.
Well, no, this will be magic. So what we're going to do is I'm going to redo my affinity. While we're at it, you were talking about being curious about getting an affinity. Do you want to get that Ender affinity?
Well, of all the kinds that would allow you to slip through worlds, Ender would be helpful.
Okay, well, tell you what.
I'm also interested in summoning some very particular allies, should I need them.
I can't. I don't even want to know what you have up in mind. Why don't we step outside, and I'll show you how this works. Do you have that ice tome with you? Can you request it?
Oh, I have it upon my person.
Oh, wow. I guess you... Okay, well, let's come on out here. Let's go over here, and let's go over to my farm.
How many things do you grow around here exactly?
We grow most of the things, really.
Most of the things.
Yeah, there's not many things we don't grow. So right over here, Slowpoke. Over here. There is a set of celestial prisms that I use specifically for training. These celestial prisms are pretty much full of charge, and so whenever you stand near them, you get powerful mana regeneration. I use that to just sort of cast spells over and over again, and that's how I trained up my lightning affinity.
I see.
So all you have to do is cast an ender spell over and over again, and then when you run out of mana, stand near this to get it back, and you can pretty much cast forever.
Have you heard of abominations at all?
I have. What are you thinking of doing there?
Nothing. Just contemplating.
Please tell me that that's not what you're playing. Do you have any idea how dangerous those things are?
I don't know. I haven't met them yet.
Those things are really scary.
They sound so cuddly.
Okay. That's a really bad idea. I just want to put it out there. That's an exceptionally bad idea. All right, so I have a spell.
Well, I guess someone will find out.
Well, here, let's just do this trade. So I have a spell and 2 Ender Affinity Tomes. I'll trade you that for that ultra rare Ice Tome. And do you have an Arcane Tome, maybe, that I could have?
I do indeed.
Oh, wow, that would be... Okay, so let's do 2 tomes for 2 tomes. Now, you're going to want to make sure that you... Have you unlocked your Ars potential?
I have not.
Well, that should be fine. Here's an Ender spell. It's not too expensive, and I use it quite a bit. It's called Mirror Walk. It's on the ground there. You should be able to cast it.
This was an ability from Dragon Ball Z.
I know what you're talking about.
Right?
No, just try it. I thought you would appreciate that as a training spell. So now you should have your magical potential unlocked.
I do indeed, and it would appear I have an affinity gained already.
Yes. So I'm going to read this Ice Tome, and that's going to break the affinity. Can I have that Arcane Tome? Or you already gave it to me, huh? Yes.
Yes, I did.
Right, so let's start by doing that. Okay. I am no longer maxed out on that, and I'm going to read this Arcane Tome. Now, I should no longer have a max affinity, or rather be locked into an affinity. So now I have to cast a bunch of ice spells to get my ice affinity up, and then I have to...
stand aside, or is this going to be more specific than your usual spells?
Don't worry, you're fine. I'm just going to cast the spell over and over again, and I have my armor has burnout reduction, so actually it's pretty good. And yeah, so all you have to do is just keep casting that Ender spell, and eventually you will find that you are indeed no longer set up. So for some reason it's not unlocking me, so I'm going to have to mess with that a little bit. I'm just casting Recall over and over again and letting my burnout reduction do it. So I just had to read the tome and wait. I got the log. It does work. It just is a little funny, a little finicky. I guess a Tome of None works really well too, but that's quite a rare item. Hey, Lying, how you doing?
Oh, I'm having quite a bit of fun.
Are you? How far along are you? Oh, wow. I can give you a copy of that spell if you want. It's a good spell. Super useful. Also, it sort of seems to be right up your alley. And look, I'm standing in the rain. You know, hold a second. I have to savor this moment for a second. Oh look, nothing bad is happening to me. It's wonderful down here. It's just wonderful.
Under the sea?
Under the sea. Did you ever see this underwater passage I made? It's lovely.
No, I did not.
Look at this, I'm dry right here. It's quite the thing. And then there's a whole...
I shall take your word for that, I think.
No, look, you have that, my blink spell. Step under.
I'm going to regret this.
You're not going to regret it,
I'm regretting this immediately.
You're fine, see? Look, isn't this interesting? And look, there's a whole witchery garden down here. Through the ice.
Ah.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I'm gonna go back up and keep training because we gotta go on. This is taking forever. But anyone who thinks that this is not taking forever, understand that in fact this takes forever. But I guess you know, what else would we be doing? You'd just be ruining the server with abominations.
Not ruining. Making more interesting, certainly.
Enlivening. How am I doing?
Oh, there would be something involving life, that's for sure.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I've made like 21 points. I'm slowly adding spell experience too, like imperceptibly, but that's just the nature of it. And done. And I've given you a backup copy of the Mirror Walk, so you can keep that one.
I'm sure it'll prove
Are
useful.
you close to being done? How far along are you?
There may be some time.
Yeah, I assume so.
The line is wiggling.
Yeah, I assume so because you've got quite a bit, but quite a bit of ways to go. But I'm locked 100% arcane. You have a lot less mana, so you can't spam big spells the way I can. You have to like recharge them with the thing.
I'm sure I'll find a means.
Ender is just a pain. It's because most of the spells involve motion, so you leave. I lucked out with this one. All right. Well, I'm gonna go and defeat that strange, curious golem that I keep seeing in my dreams.
Really?
Yes.
In your dreams?
Yes.
Well, good luck with that then.
Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. I think it'll go well. We'll have to see though.
Forget what you want! Forget what you know! It's time to sell out! Everybody, let's go! Forget what you want! Forget what you know! It's time to sell out! Everybody, let's go! Let's go!
We look like disco witches.
Well, I'm about to get rid of I'm trying to get rid of the boots.
Oh?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the rubies?
They look ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
I like them.
Well, I'm gonna get the ender boots, dude.
But you don't need like you don't need a ritual circle to use waystones, please.
Have you seen what the ender boots do? They let you walk on the ceiling.
Yeah, but how often do you have to do that outside?
I'm
the
going to
recreation
do
of the
it all the
exorcist?
time. Okay. I am going. You know that I am going to do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna seriously be walking all the time on the ceiling. What is up, gentlemen? Especially so I don't have step up anymore. That's a pain. I feel so slow.
People will actually be able to avoid motion sickness watching your videos.
I feel so slow by comparison. Well, we just, you know what we gotta do? We gotta pull out the old haste sigil and turn that mofo on.
Or Sonic, if you try that.
Yeah, I may do that too. There we go. There we go. Still fast.
Gotta go fast.
Truly do.
The absolute like millennial like genius of Sonic the Hedgehog lyrics,
Gotta
where
go
an entire
faster.
verse is just faster, faster, faster.
Yeah. It's like, I love it so much!